Hey guys, my name is Nyla, but you can also call me Bean. Today we are back in ClanGen with CoralClan, as you can see up here. So right before I started this, I had a look at the settings, and I saw that we have 31 cats. Now I don't know what I put the settings, like I don't know what I said we would get to before mass extinction events, but I'm gonna say 30 is a solid number. Um, So we're gonna have to turn this on. It's so sad. But I don't want the clan being overrun. Um so uh yeah, yeah. We're also gonna show that just in case. Um Luckily my playstyle has changed. Now it's like before I used to like oh, okay. Before I used to like absolutely like stockpile like how much prey we had. And you can see I had way more. Like, I have way more than we actually need. So I'm gonna, like, chill on that. Like, I started doing that. But I don't remember anything that happened when we time skipped last time. So we're gonna do that and then look at all the cats. 38 additional pieces of prey were gathered. Hollyhock Stork finds the kitty pet joins the clan. The kitty pet decides to take on a more clan-like name and is now called Tree Speckle. Endothermic is breathing normally and there's no water in his lungs anymore. Um, Endothermic saved Branch Fleck from a hawk and got injured. Cloverleaf got stuck in a two-leg trap, but I'm assuming it's mangled now. Gold has a stomachache. Cloverleaf is proud while Tulip Paw gets named Tulip Swan and she's honoured for a skill. He thinks he's lucky to be able to train Tulip Swan. Sand Swan is a new warrior and is honoured for her zest. Yellowpaw's bruises are gone. Rhymestar calls a meeting and Yellowpaw is now named Yellow Whisker. And Rhymestar calls a meeting and says that Rockpaw is now called Rockpearl and a celebrate for a humour. Okay, not bad. I actually don't remember what any of the cats are called. I remember Hollyhock Stalk, but I don't remember anyone else. Oh, I remember Falcon Song. At least I think that's her name down here. But I genuinely don't remember anyone else. Oh yes, all of these amazing cats. I'm surprised we don't have any kits actually. We've got a lot of apprentices though. Quite a few apprentices. That's probably where the overpopulation comes from. Rhymestar is distracted by a trinket he found. Oh, didn't mean that. Carl Arch is putting on a brave face for a clanmate's. What is going on? She's ambitious, so obviously she could be struggling with something else. But I mean, it doesn't seem like her. Uh, is anyone dead that she likes? Or Softstone might be it. Maybe, I think. That might be it. Oh god, she hates Sandswan. I didn't. Wow. Okay. Right. That isn't concerning at all. He died 18 minutes ago. Wow. Okay. Probably not, the apprentice then. Prince Fruit helps a shy clanmate get close with one of his friends. That is really sweet. That's so cute, bro. Feather, wonders if Falcon Song is favouring her left leg or if he's imagining it. Has she got a weak leg? I shall check when I get to her. Goldpaw wishes the other apprentices could understand how he feels. Fair. Wait, Do you have any conditions? Goldport has a stomachache, which we saw earlier. Flurry Egg is challenging some clanmates to a sparring match 2-on-1. She has water in her lungs. I feel so bad. Peach is in the medicine cat den. Why? You don't have any conditions. Maybe he's visiting someone? Oh, he's probably visiting Flurry Egg. I forgot that they were mates. Right, actually that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah. Wait, I didn't realise, but they're right next to each other. Why is that so sweet to me? Clover Leaf is keeping as mangled and misted as possible. That is very good. His poor leg. That's so sad. Loaf wonders what Branch Fleck is up to. Have we gone past Branch Fleck? No, we have not. Sunfrack apologises for something that wasn't her fault. I wonder what that could be. Branch Fleck volunteers to guard camp knowing he'll sense any threats. There's the answer to your question, Loaf. He is guarding camp. Tree Speckle wonders how Tulip Swan is doing. I imagine Tulip Swan is very proud, but also extremely tired considering they just did their vigil and had to stay awake all night. Marathon Streak recently avoided a monster on the thunder path by the skin of her teeth. Please be more careful. Bubbling Spot regrets not eating the bird on the fresh fuel pile earlier. Wait, I didn't realise the spot on their forehead. Oh wait, I thought it was meant to be like a heart or something. Like, it genuinely does look like a bubble, kind of. Like, the white bits are the bubble, and that's like a little glint off to the side or something. I don't know, like, it's giving bubble, and it's a singular spot. It works so well. Are you the new cat? You are indeed, I'm pretty sure. And the Farmic asks Rhymestar if his fur looks clean. Yeah, I can imagine why, because of the claw wound. His fur is probably, like, all ragged and bloodied and that. Robin Stripe always seems to avoid Icepaw's attempts at small talk. Do you like Icepaw? You like Icepaw? Why don't you want to interact with Icepaw? Falcon Song wishes she was still sleeping in her nest. Honestly, that's really real. Girl, you're so real for that, low-key. Rock Pearl left the territory to gather an herb from the spot she used to use. Okay, so herb gathering patrol for her then. Tulip Swan found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Oh, maybe Tulip Swan and Rock Pearl went together. Maybe the spot she used to use is like a napping spot or something. And Tulip Swan is outside the camp and napping, so maybe she followed her. Sun Swan wants to compliment Rowan Stripe's fighting techniques. Yellow Feather is sparring with some clanmates. Hemlock Paw gives up before truly trying. Please don't do that. I know you're upset you haven't graduated as early as Tulip Swan, Sun Swan, and Yellow Feather. But you only need 2 more experience. You'll be an apprentice next moon. Not apprentice, warrior. Daisy Paw tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Endothermic for help. What was Endothermic doing again? Right. Asks Rhymestar if his fur looks clean. Maybe Daisy Paw and Endothermic are like grooming together or something. B-Paw is asking Endothermic questions about warrior life. He's probably trying to get a grip on what it's like to fight whatever it was Endothermic for. I do not remember, unfortunately. Icepaw quizzes her clanmates on the warrior code. Whatever floats your boat. Just please don't harass them, okay? Like, Let them chill a bit. Sandy Paw mistook a spider for a mouse. Honest mistake, you're 7 moons. Carp Paw got caught trying to sneak out of camp without a warrior. Ooh, okay. Okay. She could, like, go on a solo patrol. But then, like, wait. She could be banned from going out on a patrol considering she tried to sneak out. That would work. Soft Paw winced at himself after remembering something he erased from his memory. I hope it's just an embarrassing moment, and not he's secretly committed crimes of some sort. Heather Paw is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. PlayStation Seed feels her bones creak as she walks. You should not be walking, you have a dislocated joint. Please stay still. And Hollyhock Stalk is in quite the mood today. Okay. So everyone stay out of Hollyhock Stalk's way and we shall be good. That took longer than expected. Okay. Who was it trying to sneak out? Carp Paw? Yeah, it was Carp Paw. You have 8 experience. You do need to go out. Oh wow, yeah, her mentor is Rhymestar. Rhymestar would not allow that behavior. I want to continue this, but I'm not sure if I should or not. So it could be a Starclan message, but I'm not sure now. Go on, we'll proceed. Like, say Rhymestar let her go out on like a walk around the edge of camp, like the camp walls or something, like above like the entrance and that, like around the outside. It definitely distracts her from her training, but Cartpaw uses time by herself to put her thoughts in order. It was a sign from her ancestors. Now she needs to figure out what to do next. Okay, let's actually check Starclan. Is proud of Rockpearl. Marchester is. Softstone wonders what his warrior name would have been. It is Softstone. Privet Flit is missing a loved one. Oh, that's sad. And Finch is thinking about future prophecies with Privet Flit. Okay. That is drama. So Finch and Privet Flit sent a message to Cartpaw about how she needs to be careful and warn the clan of something to come. Do we have anyone in unknown residents? Yes, we do. Haircloud is chatting with other ghost cats, enjoying their company. And Esme watches over her housefolk as they sleep. That is very sweet. Right. Goldpaw, Prancer, and it was Rockpearl, wasn't it? Yeah, so Rockpearl and Tulip Swan can go out with them. Yeah, Goldpaw's got enough experience. Rockpearl, Tulip Swan. I like how the two twin sisters both have Swan at the end of their name. They're truly twins. Worried about Burdock. Prince Fruit heads out to get more Burdock. Bringing anyone who isn't busy. Tulip Swan shows her usual talent for spotting herbs and goes straight over and digs at its foot. Her team follows and pitches in to provide muscle needed to bring back an excellent harvest. Prince Fruit spots some plantain growing close to the path and directs Warrior to grab some of that on the way home. 24 burdock roots and 12 plantain were gathered. I'm assuming this is positive. Rockpearl was impressed by Tulip Swan's skill at finding burdock and digging up its roots. Positive effect. Okay. That actually works quite well. We'll send Elmfeather and Rhymestar out together considering Carp already went out. And Elmfeather doesn't have anyone. Also, I feel like Carp would immediately come back and tell Rhymestar about it. And then Rhymestar would go with Elmfeather on a patrol. They go out to get some moss. They go to the best moss patch, and Rhyme Star follows close. They cut off moss and make their respective piles. When they turn into mouthfuls, they take the bedding and go back towards camp. 4 moss clumps were gathered. Okay, now on to the apprentices. Hemlock Port and Carlarch. As they sit on the beach, they see a network of ground squirrel burrows hidden in stones. This is one of a few networks, and what? This is one of a few such networks rotated around by mentors to teach apprentices their hunting skills. Hemlock Paw scents the air and points out a burrow, and they are sure that there is a squirrel head poking out. Carlarch praises and smiles, and Hemlock Paw drops it into a hunting crouch as the squirrel crawls out of the burrow. Unfortunately, in her excitement, she loses footing, and she skids her claws on the rocks. The squirrel shrieks at her and vanishes into the burrow. A very small amount of prey is brought back to camp, and assuming this is negative. Hemlock Paw avoided Carlarch a bit after messing up in a hunt in front of her. Negative effect. By the way, I'm stuttering so much because, like, I've not got my glasses on and I can't see too well on my screen without my glasses, so I am very sorry about the stuttering. Daisy Paw and Peach. Peaches too. Okay. Wind whips around Peach and Daisy Paw's pelts as they work their way up the cliffside. Above, the ledges are covered in gannets. A cacophony of calls heralds the parents' return to the bustling colony. The cats weave around the occupied nests, staying just out of reach of the brooding birds in search of unguarded eggs. So Peach and Daisy have just completely left Heatherpaw behind, I'm assuming. Daisy Paw sees a leg unattended and clambers over. Peach makes sure its parent doesn't come back and notices a panicking gannet down in the water, but it's unable to take off due to the high waves. Daisy Paw snatches the egg with Heatherpaw and leaves promptly. Okay, I'm glad that succeeded. Endothermic is unavailable, so we will send out Ice Paw and Rowan Stripe. We can send Bee Paw out with, like, Sunswan and Yellow Feather. It's not that big of a deal. As they go towards the border, they hear traps of paw steps through the territory. Do we risk it? I'm gonna say risk it. The patrol follows the sound, intent on finding the intruder. They come upon a kitty pet sniffing around. When the kitty pet notices them, however, they turn tail and make a hasty getaway. At least we're off the territory now. So reputation has worsened, but the patrol met Jay. Let's go check them out. Oh my god, they're so pretty! They're so pretty. Wow. And then we also have Hubert and Lychee. I want Lychee. Look at her. She's so cute. Got started by school. I am favoriting her and I'm favoriting them. What's Hubert doing? Was almost found by a CoralClan patrol. That is lovely, Hubert. Please stay out. Okay, Sandy Paw and Falcon Song can go out together. They see dark clouds and Falcon Song doesn't know if they should continue. I'm gonna say no for the sake of I know this can end up bad and losing cats. The patrol decides to head back safely. Thing is with me is, like, I want the cats. Like, I want a couple to die here and there. Like, if I know shit bad's gonna happen, I don't like doing it because that feels harsh. Like, I refuse to outright kill the cats, like use the kill cat button. But I'll happily turn on mass extinction events because it could just be sickness. And they could recover from that, which I'm fine with. And then Softpaw with Branch Fleck. Am I the only one who thinks Softpaw is, like, gorgeous? Like, so pretty. The patrol comes across a turtle. The patrol catches the turtle. Large amount of prey is brought back to camp. We can do B-port with Loaf and Sunfreckle. The patrol wants to hold a training session for B-port. They decide to focus on how best to navigate the rocky tide pools. By the end of the patrol, B-port is easily fishing fresh out the pools without an ounce of hesitation in his movements. I am very happy about that. That is a very good outcome, I think. While practicing hunting in tide pools, Loaf discovered B-port as a quick study. Positive effect. Okay. We're gonna do a large patrol now. So bubbling spot, marathon streak, sandsworn, tree speckle, yellow feather. I find it funny how they're all kitty pets, or at least former kitty pets, with 2 new warriors, who are still apprentice aged. The heartbeat of the tides, in and out like breathing, might at first seem connected to the spirit of the land, Tree Speckle says, but that's wrong. Though they wash over the land, the tides are connected to the moon, Tree Speckle meows. At night this becomes obvious. The new moon and the full moon both produce spring tides of unusual strength, and every so often, if the moon is displeased, a spring tide gains twice the height and strength, producing a king tide. Relations have changed. Marathon Streak learned from Tree Speckle about how the moon controls the tides. Positive effect. Okay. Yeah. That is moon 25 over. By the way, guys, I was wondering if you would enjoy seeing, like, at 100 moons or something, like, a fully drawn out version of this series. Like, that there wouldn't be voice actors, it would be me voicing everything, if I were to make the cats talk at any point. But is that something you guys would be interested in? Because I very much so would like to do that. It'll be ages until we get to moon 100. But, yeah, let's continue. Oh, it skips, okay. I'm so far into some of my clans that, like, it takes a hot minute for it to load. 37 additional pieces of prey were gathered. Goldpaw stomachache is gone. As if the injury wasn't bad enough, the skin around Cobra leaves mangled like it started to swell and feel feverish. Oh no. Tree Speckle's belly's been upset all day. Marathon Streak thought a Rogan got hurt. The clan has encountered Hubert. Hubert! Rhymestar has been following the progress of Hemlock Paw for moons and feels that it is finally time for her to get her warrior name. She is granted the name Hemlock Gill in honor of her selflessness. Not sure I feel about that name, I might change it. CoralClan welcomes B-Beam as a new warrior, honoring his courage. Kinda sounds like BB, but I'll leave it. I quite like that name. Rowan Stripe gives Icepaw a friendly nudge when the leader calls the young cat's name. He watches with pride as Icepaw steps forward to receive her new name, Iceberry, and is honored for exemplar. I love that name. That's such a cute name. Iceberry was injured after a fight with a clanmate that Tulip Swan encouraged. Okay, I know that Tulip Swan is bloodthirsty and all. Why? PlayStation Seed's dislocated joint has been popped back into place and is feeling much better. We need to check why Iceberry doesn't like, genuinely. PlayStation Seed has been sniffing around PlayStation Seed has been sniffing constantly. Sniffling, I mean. Right. Iceberry. Hope she can survive the climate. She has a claw wound because of that. What do you think of Tulip Swan? Nah, the fact they're sisters as well. Nah, that's crazy. Is there anyone she doesn't like? She doesn't like Cobra Leaf, but Cobra Leaf was already injured. Damn, I'm not sure what it would be. Uh, uh, best bet is Cobra Leaf. I guess maybe she could have gotten a bit too close to him during an argument and he slashed because she was about to injure him more or something. I'm not sure. But I think this is the last move we'll do because this is already getting quite long. Rhymestar leaps from log to log. Carl Arch got startled by a squirrel. Prance Fruit is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Elm Feather knows rules are the only thing separating them from rogues and loners. Fair. Very fair. Goldpaw is looking to Starclan for guidance in a difficult decision. Probably prophecy related. He is so pretty, my god. Flurry Egg found something odd on patrol. You shouldn't be on patrol. Your lungs have water in them. It's someone else with a dislocated leg. Peach envies the deputy's position. Clover Leaf has the apprentices very engaged in a very, very tall tale. Loaf lifts her chin while passing by Flurry Egg. Sunfreckle is sitting quietly on the far side of camp. Branch Fleck wants to critique Loaf's fighting techniques. Why? Why? Wait, where's Flurry Egg? Found something odd on patrol. Maybe she's interested in the thing Flurry Egg found, but she doesn't actually want to mention it. But I don't know. Did we read Branch Fleck? Yeah, it wants to critique Loaf's fighting techniques. Leave poor Loaf alone. Tree Speckle almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble on a patrol. Marathon Streak doesn't want to go on patrol with Sandy Paw. What's wrong with you? Oh yeah, cat bite. Wait, no. I was gonna say, maybe she's the one who fought with, Iceberry, but then she got hurt fighting Hubert. Bubbling Spot is sparring with some clanmates. And the Thermic sharpens his claws. Oh, wait. Wait. What do you think of Iceberry? Iceberry, where are you? No. Likes. Okay, doesn't like Daisy Paw, though. And the Thermic sharpens his claws. Robin Stripe is pushing the apprentices around. Why? Why would you do that? Falcon Song offers to help Bee-Paw learn to get his paws wet. But that's actually kind of sweet. But I'm pretty sure Bee-Paw's a warrior now? So you're a bit late to that. Rockpaw wants to compliment Falcon Song's fighting techniques. Tulip Swan has been glaring at a certain cat in camp with an odd look in her eye. Wait, maybe this will tell us who she encouraged to fight with. Go. Go. Why? Maybe she tried making Iceberry fight Falcon Song or Cartpaw because she hates them. I feel like it's leaning more towards Falcon Song, but I swear this girl is my favourite cat, bruh. What happens? Okay, so she just thinks she's annoying. She scolded Falcon Song when she was 2 moons old. And they had a recent negative interaction. What are you doing? You're just plain horrible. Can't stop thinking about the way Carpkit glared at her clanmate. Okay. Tulip Kit had a fight with Carpkit. Okay. Tulip Paw uses one of Carp Kit's fears against her. Tulip Swan, oh my god. At this rate, she's going to hell. Like, straight up. Carp Paw, what do you think of Iceberry? Iceberry. Doesn't know Iceberry. Falcon Song, what do you think of Iceberry? Doesn't know Iceberry. Well, does know Iceberry, but knows of, acknowledges, observes, considers, and is uninterested. So, yeah. That is genuinely horrible, Tulip Swan. I am disappointed. Sand Swan converses easily with younger cats. Makes sense, she is a new warrior. Well, not new, but kind of new. Yellow Feather is spending time with PlayStation Seed. Hemlock Gill hopes she can serve the clan well. B-Beam hopes he can serve the clan well. That's going to be the same with Hemlock, B-Beam, Iceberry, and Daisy Paw wants to train. Sandy Paw is in the medicine cat den after getting a small injury. Probably whacked his paw on a rock or something when playing Moss Ball, because it says he's a Moss Ball hunter, so. Carp Paw has more energy than she knows what to do with at the moment. Soft Paw wants to go on a patrol. Don't worry, you shall. Heather Paw is eavesdropping on Falcon Song. Why are you eavesdropping on Falcon Song? PlayStation Seed is sleeping from boulder to boulder out in the forest. And Hollyhock Stalk wonders what his ancestors would do in his paws. Okay. Marchester wants to warn Loaf. Warn Loaf of what? Wait, hang on. Maybe the object Flurry Egg has? Yeah, maybe the object Flurry Egg has is poisonous to Loaf. But I'm not sure entirely. I know he wants to warn Loaf. So I'm assuming that could mean Loaf is gonna die soon, or someone's gonna die? Softstone is curious about Marathon Street. Prophet Flit has been following the grave of Tulip Swan. Please help her get better. She is a horrible cat. Hopes CoralClan won't forget him. That is so sad. Okay. Oh. Marathon Street. I need to see you. Doesn't want to go on patrol with Sandy Paw. Okay. We can send them out separately. Who is Sandy Paw? Sandy Paw is that one. Okay. We'll send Falcon Song and Sandy Paw. We'll send Falcon Song and Sandy Paw out now in advance. Cacophony of Course Heralds. Like a colony of birds. They get an egg and leave. Medium amount of prey built back. Goldpaw, Prance Fruit. We'll send down Feather as well. Goldpaw shovels Tansy into his mouth without caring the world. Prance Fruit stops him and tells him that he really should have a care. Prance Fruit wanders off to do his own collecting. However, leaving the apprentice alone is a mistake. It takes a lot of Tansy to poison a cat, but Goldpaw is trying very hard to collect as much as possible. Hopefully he survives. Daisy Paw and Peach shall go out with Heatherpaw. How far is Daisy Paw? Like 2 XP. Approach a 2-leg nest, medium amount of prey brought back. Cartpaw and Rhymestar can finally go out this time. Suggests this might be a good chance to practice fighting techniques with Cartpaw. Shows Cartpaw maneuver over and over, but Cartpaw can't get the hang of it and Rhymestar starts to lose his patience. Rhyme started a poor job of explaining a fighting move to Carp. Rhyme started a poor job of explaining a fighting move to Carpor. Rhymestar showed Carpor a fighting move, but Carpor just couldn't get the hang of it. Negative effect. Bro, that's just petty. Okay, softport. Okay, my entire setup just fell. That is lovely. By the way, guys, my setup is literally just like a board to put on my lap, a mouse, and my laptop, obviously. But it just fell, which is lovely. Softport and Branch Fleck. Oh, they find a loner. I'm not supposed to take loners, but I really want to see who they are. So, the patrol has a pleasant chat, but loner decides not to join. The patrol met Kitterson Black. Reputation isn't changed. Let's see her. Not dead. Cat outside. Kitterson Black. She is grumpy, but she has steady paws and is clever. She's kind of cute. She's not my favorite, but she is kind of cute. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 12 cats left, so we'll do 2 patrols of 3 and 1 patrol of 6. So Hemlock Gill, Tulip Swan, and Sunfreckle. Good chance to practice teamwork. Sunfreckle instructs the patrol on which training exercise she wants to execute. Hemlock Gill pipes up with a suggestion. Sunfreckle dislikes the idea and declines to include it in the training exercise. Hemlock Gill spends the rest of the afternoon looking sullen. Hemlock Gill's annoyed Sunfreckle ignored her idea for a training exercise. Sunfreckle disliked Hemlock Gill's idea for a training exercise. Okay. So, Loaf, Carlarch, and Tree Speckle. They find an octopus on land near some rock pools. Tree Speckle pounces and almost feels sorry for the creature, as it's too small to put up a fight, or at least much of one, and they catch the octopus. So now 1 large patrol: Bubbling Spot, Rock Pearl, Rowan Stripe, Sand Swan, Bee-Beam, and Yellow Feather. The patrol has a disagreement and looks to Bubbling Spot to settle the dispute. Bubbling Spot tries, but both sides are set in their ways and are more interested in being right than what is right. Okay, well, okay. When an argument started on patrol, Bubbling Spot realised her clanmates cared more about winning an argument than being correct. So that's just a negative effect for everyone. Also, everyone just decided they have a negative effect with Bubbling Spot now. That's just mean, because Bubbling Spot can't, like, solve an argument. She's trying her best, man. We shall time skip, and then that is this episode either. With a heightened focus, 38 pieces of prey were gathered. Rhymestar spent too long in the sun. He's got heat stroke. Prince Fruit brought a litter of 6 cats back to camp. Oh god. Prince Fruit was supposed to be losing cats, not gaining them. Goldball hacks and scutters on his own blood. He knows the end is soon. No! No, baby, no! Does that mean he has red cough? No! And he has a nightmare involving the rushing river nearby. That is literally a sign of his future demise. Bro. I wish I didn't continue with that patrol now. That is so sad. Florex's breathing has returned to normal. Her lungs are no longer filled with water. That's good. Tree Speckle is glad that the stomachache is finally gone. Tree Speckle has a stomachache also. It went away and then immediately came back. A cat has been trying to conceal their presence out in the borderlands. The clan has encountered Hubert. Cobelief can hardly believe how quickly time has passed since Daisy Paul was a kid. It still feels like just yesterday that he was tumbling around the nursery, chasing after a moss ball or some other cat's tail. Misty-eyed with pride and joy, Coberly throws his head back and tries to cheer the loudest as Daisy pours named Daisy Pearl and honoured for his dignity. 2 pearls. I like it. Okay, now let's go see the babies. Coyote Kit. She is unruly and has the Sokoke pelt. Mellow Kit. Tries suckling on a piece of bedding. She is self-conscious and has the ticked pelt. Umber Kit snoozes peacefully and he is bossy and has the marbled pelt. Wisp Kit hisses out all the strange new smells. He is an attention seeker and is 2 colour. Berry Kit mews for attention. She is polite and has the mackerel coat pattern. And Carnation Kit, head empty. She is skittish and has the Sokoke pelt. I can't, they're so cute. Wait, who's their parent? Prancefruit, right. Prancefruit. Stop that. Don't bring more cats back, please. I feel so bad for Goldpaw though. Had a nightmare involving the rushing the river nearby. That's literally one of the saddest things ever. Because he's got red cloth and everything. I'm so sad. Leaving off on that very upsetting note, that is the end of today's episode, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time for who knows what. Could be Minecraft, could be Star Stable, Wolf Quest, or back in ClanGen, and we will be very sad about Goldpaw's death if he dies. Hopefully he recovers. There's a very slim chance they can recover, so I hope he does. But I will see you all next time. Bye bye.